Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Thomas. Halbert, back at it again with yet another video. Sorry if I'm a little low of energy. I have really bad anxiety right now and I'm a little nervous. My hair looks like shit. It's been a minute since I filmed a video and please excuse if I'm a little off in this video because it's been literally a month since I posted my last video. Or done any sort of makeup, so please bear with me on this video. Today I'm doing a get ready with me because there's a lot I need to talk about, a lot I need to discuss, and we're gonna keep it pretty positive this video. Touch on some things that happened over the past month, but for the most part, keep it pretty positive, and I'm still gonna try to be my funny, uplifting self, but at the same time, I have really bad anxiety right now, so I don't know about that one. If you are not already subscribed, I'd love to have you. I lost 30,000 subscribers, so I kind of need it. We're pretty chill over here, and we enjoy memes. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Actually, I might disable likes and dislikes for this video, so leave a like in spirit. Comment down. Ooh, I might disable comments too. No, I won't disable comments. I'll just, blacklist words and stuff. You guys like this shirt? I got it from Top Man. Forehead is on fleek, by the way. Forehead is here. She has arrived. There are some things I need to discuss and talk about. One being my sister scandal. God, I have such bad anxiety right now. I don't know if I can do makeup and talk about this. So I'm just going to do my primer and foundation real quick, and then we can get into that subject because I really need to think. Use my brain, use these two brain cells for that. I mean, to be honest, I said a lot already on social media, like on my Twitter and stuff like that. There's some things that I want to talk about in a video that a video needs because for some reason people like to misconstrue words via text, like they'll read it and they're like, oh, I don't know, just people don't use context clues when they're reading things. So, there's one thing I want to discuss in today's video, and I'm going to just get that out of the way because, personally I have, moved on from the situation because, and I'll tell you why in a second, but it's still not fair for me to like move on from the situation and not discuss it publicly and give you guys some tea. So I'm just going to do my foundation real quick. Because, oh my God, my anxiety is so bad. I'm just scared that I'm going to say the wrong things and it's going to be taken the wrong way. God, my hair looks like crap. If you guys care about what products I'm using, I won't list them down below. Let me stop making promises I can't keep. I haven't done makeup in a month. This feels weird. And I'm in my new place. I'm in my new studio space, my new apartment as well. So it's like a whole lot of new happening right now and it's kind of freaking me out. Also, I've been working on my body dysmorphia, so looking at myself is a little jarring. There's a lot we need to talk about. Okay, sorry if I'm just jittery and anxious and I'm not really getting to the point. I'm having a hard time thinking right now because of my anxiety. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but anxiety is real, and if you don't believe that, this isn't the channel for you or the video for you. I wasn't shocked or surprised when these videos and when these audio messages and text messages came out, only because I knew how I was acting before they came out, because not only did I catch myself doing it, but my boyfriend at the time caught me doing it, friends caught me doing it, and it wasn't a situation where I had my boyfriend, like friends coming to me being like, Thomas, we don't like how you're acting. So I have been working on myself to become a better person for a month prior to any of this coming out. That's why I made that video. That's why I wanted to hold myself accountable with a video. And, obviously it wasn't fair of me and I was being a hypocrite at the time. I mean, I was being a hypocrite, period, honestly, when it came to calling out other people for certain things, when it came to acting like I was better than certain influencers, or I was the most woke or the most, least scandalous and I'm the least snaky and stuff like that. Because I think honestly what it was me lying to myself, me kind of trying to make myself think that I'm a better person than I am, because the best way I can explain it is that I'm a flawed person, just like everyone else. I'm a human being. I'm flawed. I'm flawed like you watching this. I'm flawed like every single human being on this earth. Every single influencer in this industry is flawed. We all have our skeletons in our closet. And I think for me, it was a situation where I was perfect message, wrong messenger. And it just sucks that, I have always been completely open and honest with my past, but I never really took in consideration the fact that, like, maybe the shit that I'm spewing is very hypocritical because I've had a, bad past too. Not a bad past like other people, but like a past that isn't great. I agree with the people that are sending me hate saying that, oh, you're a hypocrite and stuff like that. Like, I get that and I agree with that. Everyone makes fucking mistakes. We're all human beings. It just sucks that my mistakes were publicized, but it's also like, well, you reap what you sow. You kind of had that coming, and I totally accept that and I agree with that. It almost felt like I wasn't allowed to make a mistake because as soon as I made one mistake, I was canceled. And that sucked because I would hope that how I try to carry myself now and how I try to continue to change and call myself out and be very self-aware for the most part, I would think that would, I don't know, but I can't, it's not my place to ask, or I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I can't sit up here and say that I'm a changed person. I can't say that, oh, I've been gone for 2 weeks or a month and I've come to Jesus. I've had my come to Jesus moment, found the Holy Ghost, and it has consumed me and I have been awoken. I can't say that. What I can say is that I'm making a conscious effort to change every single day and be a better person. And if you want to believe that, you can believe that. If you don't want to believe that, you don't have to believe that. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a liar because I know I'm not a liar. I stand in my truth and I stand by every last little thing that I've said on this matter. I just don't agree with how I handled it. I don't agree how messy I was. I don't agree with how messy I was behind the scenes. I don't agree with any of that stuff anymore. I've lost a lot of friends during this scandal. I mean, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just trying to explain the situation because, it sucks that I lost friends during this situation. But at the same time, I feel like this huge situation was a lesson for me to be a better person. Whether people want to stick by me for that journey or not, girl, scandalous. Whether people want to stick by me during that journey or not, I don't care, because I know that this whole situation that blew up in my face, it's a learning lesson. It's a learning lesson to grow. I'm 21 years old. A lot of people during this situation, they were trying to age me to make me seem more guilty. They were like, oh, he's 27. He should know better. I'm like, okay. But no, I'm 21, not to use age as an excuse, but honestly, age is an excuse. I'm 21 years old. I'm still a fucking child, whether you like it or not, and I'm still learning and I'm still trying to grow as a human being. There's a lot of stuff I've stayed stuck in, a lot of cycles, a lot of habits that I've stayed stuck in, and they're not good. It's not okay, and it's not okay to use trauma or anything like that as an excuse, even though trauma is an excuse. What you're raised in, your environment is who you are is your environment, if that makes any sense. There was an influencer, I think it was Gabby, who did a Snapchat rant, which was interesting because I've never had a conversation with him in my life. Never even followed him before. So I was confused by that one. But I try to keep away from the toxicity that was a lot of drama channels, a lot of meme channels, a lot of Twitter posts and stuff like that. I was completely off of social media. So I had a lot of friends come to me telling me what's going on, just to keep me updated. So, Gabby was right in saying that I played both sides, because I was playing both sides. And if you care to have an explanation, then listen up. But if you don't care to have an explanation, if you feel like there's no explanation, there's no excuse for my behavior, then you can bounce. I was talking to my therapist about the situation. I was talking to my therapist, my friend who's a psychic. I know, did that turn some of you off? About the situation, and a lot of it has to do with my urge to seek validation from others. Okay, perfect example for this. I'm a high school student. I'm a loser, right? I'm on the outside. I've always been on the outside in my life. I've always been kind of rejected by everyone, and that could be my fault. That could just be what cards were dealt for me in this lifetime. I don't know. but I've always just been felt rejected by people. And let's say I'm on the outside. Let's say we're at lunch, right? I'm sitting alone at lunch, and there's like a group of really popular kids sitting together, and I'm just looking at them, admiring them, wishing I could be that. In my head, I'm like, I will do whatever it takes to sit at that table with them. And I think a lot of it, I know a lot of it was, oh my God, the only way I can be friends with these people is if I have tea. If I have tea, they're talking to me because I have all this tea, I have all this information. And it was like, oh, I'm talking to this huge ass influencer. I'm talking to this they're finally accepting me. They want to talk to me. You know, I was having phone calls with them. I finally felt validated. And it was such an unhealthy, toxic, weird validation that I was getting because it was evil, you know, like it was snakish, like whether we like it or not, whether I like it or not, I was snakish. Hi, I just also wanted to interject here and say I wasn't aware that that's what I was doing at the time. Like I wasn't conscious of my behavior. I was more worried about getting validation, but I wasn't aware that I was seeking validation. I was just excited that people were talking to me and being my friend. And I didn't really care about the fact that it was like not healthy what I was doing, if that makes any sense. So I don't want this to be like, oh, he was completely aware that he was being a piece of shit person. I wasn't aware until my friends brought it to my attention. So hope that explains that on that. You know, trying to get this validation, this acceptance from people. And I was doing it in such an unhealthy and toxic way that I wasn't caring about the feelings of the people that I was doing it with. I was caring about the fact that I finally feel validated. And it really fucking sucks that I was doing that. And I wasn't, honestly, if this hadn't had happened, this huge blow up in my face, I don't think I would have ever gotten out of that cycle of seeking validation from people and doing it in such toxic ways. I'm going to be honest with you. I swear to God, I feel like that wouldn't have happened. I feel like I would have stayed in this vicious cycle. And that's why I'm actually so fucking grateful for the situation, because I'm literally given this perfect lesson to learn. And I kind of have to learn it because I had Cosmopolitan magazine emailing me and shit, 17 magazine. This is big shit that happened to me. It's like the universe was just like, here, bitch, learn your fucking lesson. If you don't, it's gonna be worse. Like literally the universe was just like, bitch, if you don't fucking learn your lesson. And I'm just, that's why I'm so positive and happy right now, because it's like, fuck, I'm becoming a better person and I'm learning to be a better person. Whether you want to believe that or not, I don't care. You have your own brain, you have your own opinions you can form. You can think how you want to think. I'm not here to make you feel any different about me. I'm just here to explain my truth. I don't know. I just want to extend the deepest fucking apology to my audience that you had to see me in a life that you never saw me in. And also, I just want to tell you, don't put me on this pedestal. First of all, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to cross any boundaries. I'm not crossing any lines. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm holier than thou anymore, because I know I'm not. This experience, if this ain't what humbling is, I don't know what the fuck is. Just put yourself in my shoes. If your mistakes became, whether they're the same mistakes, whether they're different mistakes, whether they're worse or better mistakes or less worse mistakes, how would you feel if thousands and thousands of people knew all of your mistakes and judged you for it? Just think about that. That's something I've been thinking about, because I have been that person where, bitch, toupee is not on fleek today. I have been that person that judged people for their mistakes. I've been in those shoes, sitting there judging people for their mistakes while I'm sitting here just as human as that person, just as flawed as that person. So that's really all I have to say about the situation. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not going to discuss it anymore. If you want to forgive me, you can. If you don't. I'm not going to sit here and beg for forgiveness. I'm not going to sit here and admit to lying or anything like that, because I know I didn't. I know I stand in my truth and I stand in my shit, and I'm going to clean up my shit. You know what I mean? And That's all I really have to say on the matter. So, yeah, let's get back into beating this mug. Can I address this too? I'm gonna address this anyways because I fucking can. This is my channel. This is my video. A lot of people are dragging me because I disabled all my Instagram comments. First of all, first and foremost, Brenda, I struggle with an eating disorder, okay? And whether you want to take that as a lie or not, whether you want to take that as me trying to get sympathy points from people, that's fine. You can think that all you want, but I struggle with an eating disorder, and I was getting hundreds and hundreds of comments, not only on Twitter, but on Instagram, calling me obese and fat and unskinny. And I get that unskinny is a joke. I totally understand that. I get that that comes from like Skinny Mariah and stuff like that. But when when it is public knowledge that I have been in the hospital more than 3 fucking times this year from passing out due to low blood sugar from my eating disorder, you would think maybe we can attack him for being ugly or something, like, but not someone's weight who literally struggles with an eating disorder. I have been keeping you guys updated on my Insta story with my decorating process. I'm just really excited because my studio is a little bit smaller, so, and it has carpet, so the audio might be kind of amazing. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if it's good or not. Okay, I don't like this blush. So, I guess I want to give you guys a little bit of a, since I was just mentioning my eating disorder, trigger warning by the way, I have been doing a lot better with it actually. I never really gave it like, I never really told you guys what exactly it is. So it's borderline anorexia, if that makes any sense. Basically, I just refuse to eat, or I eat small portions, or I go days without eating. And now, currently, I have been eating so my doctor asked me to do 10 meals, small meals a day to expand my stomach, which I've been doing, but my stomach has been expanding a little bit more, so I've been able to do 5 meals. So basically what I had to do is like do 5 or 10 small meals, so eat until I'm full basically, which would help expand my stomach, which has been working a lot. So now I'm down to 5 meals a day, 5 small meals a day eat until I'm full. And it's been working. I've been gaining weight. I've gained, I think, 5 or 10 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really good. And I've also been doing these little protein smoothies. I shared my recipe on Insta Stories. It's been working wonders. I've been doing protein. And I'm just really excited because once I gain weight, I can start working out and being even healthier and just turning that protein and this weight that I'm gaining into muscle and just being a stronger, healthy person. I'm just very excited because I have been dealing with this eating disorder for 5+ years, and it's gotten worse over the past year when I've been more active on YouTube, because when you are editing and seeing yourself all the freaking time, it can be a little bit triggering. So excited to see progress, you know, that hard work is paying off, that like I'm not allowing myself to fall victim to myself, and like that just goes to show that I am allowing myself to grow finally as a person, because in life, you're given all these small lessons of the same shit that you're doing. It's kind of like karma. You know, karma, I think, is also a lesson to be learned. You know, when you're ignoring karma and you're ignoring your bullshit, eventually it's going to build up until it's like one big blow up until you actually learn your lesson. And I feel like I'm allowing myself to be a better person and change and like be healthier and not self-harm and not fall under these, because like I've talked about it before. I've always been so open about my toxicity as a person because I'm a very toxic person. I have never lied about that. I've never tried to hide that from anyone. I don't even know if this is like a highlighting palette or is this just like an eyeshadow palette, but I'm gonna pretend like it's a highlighting palette. Oh, that's blue. Okay. That's not what we were going for. I played myself. Why is my highlight game so weak? What is happening? Okay, this is kind of bad. Hello? What is going on? You know what? I guess we're just not gonna have a pretty highlight today. So my doctor has also put me on, it's not medication, but it's vitamins. He put me on a few vitamins, and by a few I mean I have to take like 7 pills a day. I take a men's multivitamin, I take flaxseed oil, I take, what else do I take? I literally can't remember. At this point, I'm just like, I just scarf them all down. I just take a lot of pills, basically, and they have been helping as well, getting my vitamins back up, which is good. I don't know, I just feel more uppy, I have more energy, I feel healthier, I feel like my body doesn't feel like and I also don't look dead anymore without makeup, and I don't know, you guys might disagree, but I feel like I don't look like I'm dead anymore. Also, like, with the universe, there's gonna be a lot of bad things that are happening while there's good things happening, and yeah, like, my career had a little tumble, but during that, my mental health took a front seat finally. Like, I stopped, ignoring my mental health and ignoring my physical health, and I think it's good. Like, life is good right now. One thing that's really come to the forefront during this month of just like realizing stuff and growing is my sexuality. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, which you probably don't because I lost a bunch of Twitter followers as well, y'all are bumping, aren't you? Y'all like, you know what? Fuck him. Bye. I have finally learned something, a part of myself that I've kind of ignored. This video is already as long as I want it to be, so I'm just going to explain what I was trying to explain in this Get Ready With Me. This video wasn't really entirely meant to be a Get Ready With Me, so please don't hate me. Better content and regular scheduled content is going to go back up as soon as possible, but basically what I was explaining in this is that I'm pansexual, or I don't really want labels. I'm more just sexually I don't know. I like girls too. I like anyone. If you are breathing and you have a great personality and I'm sexually attracted to you, then I'm sexually attracted to you. Just like I could be sexually attracted to anyone right now. And yeah, so I'm not just gay, and that's basically what I was trying to explain. And then I was also adding childhood stuff into the mix. Talking about my masculinity, my femininity. This is stuff that I can talk about in future videos, but, I don't want this video to be 8,000 years long. So, yeah, I'm pansexual. Pansexuality is the best I feel comfortable in labeling myself like that, but then again, at the same time, I don't want to label myself. So, yeah. Okay, so I just went ahead and finished up my face off camera. I'm obsessed with these lashes, by the way. They are, I'd probably put them on all wonky though, but they are the Eylure X Talia lashes in the style City Cool. They're like really, really like they're just like little halvesies. They're really pretty though, and they make like this look, like it just really elongates my eyes and makes it like, do you see that? Where it just like kind of, anyways, I want you guys to know that after this video, I'm going to be a different person. Like, I promise you, it's going to be a different Thomas. There's going to be different content, different everything. I am done. What this month has told me is that being who I was before was just exhausting mentally and everything. It's just a draining person. And I'm done being draining. What I'm doing is I'm isolating myself from everyone, continuing to, and I'm just gonna focus on myself and, make content that I like, and I'm gonna try to reel it back in with social media still a little bit. I know I've been back on Insta Story and Twitter, but I'm still gonna try to keep it very, just to keep me a little sane. I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was not funny, kind of serious. and I know it's going to get a lot of hate. There's going to be a lot of discussion in the comment section. I know what this video is going to do. I know people are going to try to respond to this video. I know that people are going to try to, take this video and run with it, kind of make me out to be a monster regardless. I know how people are. I know how social media is. I know what it's like to, witch hunt people. It's disgusting, and I'm happy I'm now going to remove myself from that culture, even though some people are going to call me a hypocrite for that. I'm going to be experimenting with content on my channel a little bit. I'm going to be doing fun things. I'm still going to be doing first impressions. I'm still going to be doing the normal stuff on my channel, but I'm going to broaden my horizons and try to do things that make me happy too, like just other content that I would feel fulfilled in making, because I don't necessarily feel fulfilled doing a first impressions like every other fucking day. But just doing some stuff that's really fun and different, and kind of challenging myself to create new ideas and do new things and be a little bit more exciting. And if you want to stay with me on this journey, I totally understand. If you don't, I totally understand as well. I know I lost a lot of people during this situation, and I know I still am going to lose people. But just know that I'm working on myself, and if you don't want to believe that, you don't have to. I know we're all sick and tired of every other fucking influencer posting a My Truth video and, apologizing and explaining themselves, but little do you know that every influencer, especially every beauty influencer, has skeletons and has had fucked up shit happen to them, is doing fucked up shit, whether it's public or not. No one's clean, and it's time that people learn that. And if, it's, I also ask that people put me off this pedestal, because before all this, I had so many followers put me on a pedestal being like, oh my God, he's not like the rest. He's, different. And the thing is I'm a human being. I'm just like everyone else, in the sense of like, I'm human, I'm flawed, and I make mistakes. And I would, granted, I did put myself on that pedestal as well. Sorry, the mirror in front of me is freaking me out. I did kind of put myself on that pedestal as well. Just because I lied to myself and, hypocrite and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, I stand in what I say, with that first video, and I stand by the message that was behind that first video that I made. Again, I still stand behind the message that I said. I still stand behind everything that I say, everything that I stand for, I stand behind. And I'm not going to ever not stand behind it, whether you like that or not. If that's, I'm sorry if that's too harsh, but I have to be honest with you. Like, I am who I am, and I'm going to accept who I am. And if I don't like some parts of me that I don't like, then I'm going to try my best to change it. And, again, I'm 21 years old, and I'm still changing as a person. I'm still growing as a person. It's not like I'm 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, making the same mistakes. I'm 21 years old. I'm still just out of high school. Not just out of high school, but just still trying to figure myself out and try to understand myself. And, it's not like I'm, 30, 40, 50, or 60 making these mistakes. I'm a child, and I'm learning it now rather than later, which is a good thing, because I can't, you can't say the same for everyone else. But, yeah, I'm just grateful that I was given the opportunity to learn a lesson and to change and be a better person, even though I was going to hope it wasn't going to be public, but it's totally fine. It's fine. Again, if you don't want to stand behind me, if you don't want to support me anymore, I totally understand. I'm not going to sit here and tell you who to support, and I'm not going to sit here and beg for your mercy and beg for, your love and affection. Like, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. And, take it like this. We all have friends, and, we see our friends go through ups and downs. And sometimes, when your friend does toxic behavior over and over again, sometimes you just have to cut them out. And if you feel like you have to cut me out because you feel like I'm too toxic for you, or if you feel like you want to see me change before you bring me back into your life type of thing. I totally understand. I get it. You know, you don't want to surround yourself around people that make you feel uncomfortable and stuff like that. So I get it. I understand. If you want to unsubscribe, if you want to unfollow, if you want to distance yourself from me, that goes for anyone. Like, you can. Because maybe it's best that I do isolate myself. I do learn my lesson. I do, separate myself from people that can't handle me, and so I don't hurt them. And that's perfectly fine, and that's normal. That's a part of growth. That's a part of living. That's a part of being a human being. And all I ask is that you understand that I'm just as human as you are. Just because I have a platform doesn't mean I'm not allowed to make mistakes. I'm not allowed to be flawed and be, you know. So yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys stick around for my next video. And my next video is going to be back to normal. Nothing like depressing or upsetting or sad anymore. It's going to be back to regular old Thomas, just a different Thomas, you know what I mean? So I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you in my next video. And yeah, bye.